first episode of the 4th season of Seinfeld, they start making the show about something, and maybe it even starts in season 3, but like, they keep mentioning like, yeah, the show's about nothing, and it's obviously like a meta-commentary on the show that's going on currently, but then they choose to make it about something, and it's like, no, it's about nothing. That's the charm, that's the present. And sure, maybe it's to curb complaints like this, but I don't know. Acknowledging it does not fix the problem. Like, I don't know, a lot of movies and video games will, like, try and do meta-commentary to be like, yeah, I bet a bunch of people are gonna go, like, blah 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 when they play this game. And it's like, yeah, but you're not making it better.
I have an entire very famous video about this called Anime is Getting Lazy with Its Meta. He's supposed to be falling on her tits, but then like she slips and then they both fall over and then he ends up falling in her panties instead and then she does like a suplex on him and I'm like, well, the joke is the same thing. It's just a little bit more complicated, you know, like...
Yeah, I don't know, meta commentary is not funny. Like, it's not...
Not inherently, yeah.
It doesn't make things better. Rather, it doesn't make things that are already bad better by acknowledging that they're bad.
No. It's just like, hey,
we know this
suck.
is bad,
yeah.
And you have to deal with it as the viewer. And if you complain, we have given ourselves an out, which is, haha, fuck you. We have meta-commentary in the show about it. And it's like, no, that's not your out. You make a good show, or you accept being shat on. Like, and that's what meta-commentary is to me. Meta-commentary to me is the creator going, yeah, you can shit on our show, because we don't care about it, and we're gonna make fun of it in our own show. And it's like, take pride in the things you do, damn it. Do things well. Welcome back, we're back. From a trip to get the Golden Monk.
Yes, and we were reminded, importantly, by Subsonic Sparkle about the fact that there is a blue ring you can buy in this game with 250 rupees that will have the amount of damage done to you.
208, I'm very close. Some tedious farming to go.
You too can suggest things for Bird to remember on this show by following @BirdStork on Twitter, where he'll most likely tweet about the games he's playing as he's playing.
If only because they're frustrating me so much.
Well, for the record, you tweeted this was incredibly frustrating and satisfying.
Indeed it is.
I've had very heartwarming takes on this game on Twitter so far.
It's a lot of fun. It's also maddening.
Yeah. I was just worried you would only find it maddening and not fun. So a lot of people cannot handle going back to these 8-bit games. Like, my brother Vic, he can't fucking do it. He can't go back past, like, the N64.
Really? That's interesting. I would think Vic would be into these kinds of games. Just, well, I don't know.
He only likes 3D games, really. I think it's just, there's a lot of people who... I know of people who both can't play 3D games, because, like, they were so into 2D games and they can't wrap their mind around it. That was kind of how Dan Avidan was, the Game Grump. But yeah, Dan's thing was, like, he had only played games, like, up through the Super Nintendo, and then kind of, because he's older, so, like, for him, he was like, I went through my teens, got into weed, and got out of video games, and, like, coming back to 3D games, they'd gotten too complicated for him to understand. And that was kind of how my dad was, too, when, with the games that I grew up with. Whereas Victor is like, if I don't have full-range 3D movement, then, like, what the fuck's the point, you know?
The movement can be frustrating in this game, but it's just, you know, I'm used to games in Borderlands where there isn't even fall damage. Like, it's silly. It's made to make everyone be able to play it, and that's fun, too. This game requires skills.
I do find it funny how, like, your entire sprite is a hurt box for yourself, but when you pick up an item, it's like just your feet, like the pixel right at the middle of your feet that picks up items. I think you might have to activate these statues, but yeah.
So I have to go down here. Whoa, what?
It just took him a second to load in. Boy, this is really expensive. Saying it like he's not the one managing the prices, like
capitalism.
Is he just like an observer? Maybe it's maybe the supplier like forces a price on him, you know? Hey, It's a secret to everybody. Amazing. That's another one of the big memes from this game. That was 100 fucking rupees. Well, I wish you'd come a little later when you could have collected all of them, because 255 seems to be the cap, but amazing. Let's go get that fucking ring. If you too want to assist someone in their playthrough of The Legend of Zelda for the NES, I am using this app called Legend Compass that has like a really good world map and guide to each dungeon, and it's fun and interactive and easy to use.
Wait,
this is not the one.
Sorry,
Further up. Hell yes. Now all damage is halved.
Thank the Lord. Oh wow, my sprite changed too. I have white gear now.
Better than green. Do you want to collect a few more like power-up type items real quick?
Like what?
There's one called the Power Bracelet that lets you push rocks aside, and then there's a letter that lets you buy potions.
I'm not totally interested in either of those.
Alright, let's just go back to the dungeon. You are experiencing right now my least favorite thing about almost every Zelda game, which is item switching.
That's been my least favorite part as well. I could deal with more hotkeys, but you know, this is on an NES console, so there's not as many buttons as there would be in a video game. Understandable. Ah.
Slash. Nice.
That was it though, I got the thing.
Yep, and then that'll make it so you can just walk across those small ponds.
Up here or up
No,
there?
in that room.
In this room? Okay. The key that I hadn't gotten to.
No.
Oh, this one
Yes.
then. Right, because I have the ladder now.
Yes.
Vidya game. And is this the guy? Okay, no, it's not the guy. Alright, let's see if I can do it. I'm gonna switch to bombs, because I know that's how I get him.
I'm not even strictly sure if you have to fight him. Because it seems like all that's behind him is a guy who tells you to walk into the waterfall.
Damn.
Yeah, he goes into a frenzy if you only break. I think he gives you access to the next room where an old man tells you walk into the waterfall. Which would be a helpful hint if we didn't already know that from me just reading it just now.
It's just, you know, we have the gamer's manual. So, you know, that comes with the game when you buy it as a officially licensed Nintendo thing for the NES. Which you should all do if you're going to play this game.
Let's see what it costs to buy a copy of Zelda 1. I don't think it's super rare, but we'll see.
6.5 million copies, I mean.
Right. It's pretty...
I mean, and I'm sure there's reproductions. Right? You had told me something to that effect.
Oh shit. Apparently, James Rolfe just made a video called Crazy Convention Stories with Doug Walker, and we get mentioned 17 minutes in. Because we got engaged at his concert.
Do it. But
without names, so no one can freak out in the comments. Clip it and save it for a wedding announcement trailer. That's a good idea.
That's funny, because I definitely talked to Doug, too.
Yes.
I wonder if he made the connection, like, oh, these are the same people.